All right, welcome, kings and queens. Y'all, it has been a hell of a week when it comes to celebrity news, hot topics, disasters. And today we are talking Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Beador. Shannon was arrested for a DUI, y'all. And also, she's facing a hit and run charge after crashing into a home, taking off. And when the police arrived, Shannon pretended to be just taking a walk through the good old neighborhood. Shannon. Y'all, what are your thoughts on this? And I'll tell you where I'm going with this. I've been watching The Real Housewives of Orange County this season, and Shannon started off, in my opinion, as a good guy. And then as the episodes begin to go on and on and on, I started to turn my nose up at Shannon. And then it hit me. I said, oh, I see what production is doing. We are attempting to shift the paradigm. In my opinion, they were attempting to make Shannon the lead. And immediately, that's just my opinion, y'all, based on my observation. So immediately, I'm like, oh, bravo. Too much too soon. Too much too soon. She is not ready, nor is she emotionally capable of handling the stress and the pressure that comes from being from being the lead. And here's why I say that. Shannon has so much, in my opinion, boggled down inside of her that she's yet to address. It just spills over. It oozes out. She's still in love, in my opinion, number one, with David Beador. She's still in love with her ex-husband. Number two, she's drinking her problems away. Number three, she's hanging on to dear life with this relationship with John. But as a result, I believe Shannon is hard to be around. I believe I'm not saying John is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But I think Shannon has reached a point of no return unless she gets help. Let's talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Shannon, this is not looking good for you. And you have options. You are a rich woman that lives in Orange County. So this could have been avoided. You could have easily called an Uber. Phoned a friend, left your car, asked the bar to call you a taxi. There's just too many options. But let me just read the reports that we're seeing in the media. It says it looks like Shannon Beador was whooping it up a bit too much last weekend. The Real Housewives of Orange County star was arrested for an alleged hit and run, which reportedly resulted from drunk driving. First of all, Shannon, consider yourself lucky because you could have easily taken somebody's life, harmed someone. It's not good that you ran into their home because you could have done a great deal of damage to a child or someone sleeping. But you could have this could have turned out very differently, very, very differently. And I really hope this is a wake-up call for you. But let me go on. It says, following the accident, Beador reportedly turned back onto the road, kept driving, and eventually parked the car in the middle of the street before getting out with her dog. Lord have mercy. Archie? Is that her dog, Archie? While sources claim Beador, who reportedly appeared wasted, tried to play it off as though she was taking a walk, police saw right through the act and took her into custody. Shannon, this is horrible. First of all, you are a mother. Let's start there. With college-age children, which we want to emphasize the importance of not drinking and driving. And this is the example that you lay before them. Now, I'm going to try not to come down too hard on you, but I just this is reality. And we got to talk about it. Okay. Second of all, you had your dog in the car. Poor dog. Third of all, Shannon, you used your privilege to pretend that you were taking a walk in the neighborhood. Are you out of your damn mind? This is huge, Shannon. This is more than drinking and driving. This is beyond sane. To get out of your car, take your dog out, and pretend to be taking a walk through the neighborhood after crashing into a private residence. Yeah, that's a new one for me. I believe Shannon's in a lot of pain. And I think, Shannon, you need to step back from it all. I think some of your co-stars are right. You really need to consider putting the drink down. Um, I got a lot I can say, but I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. It's being reported that she was at John's house and they were arguing. Maybe it's time for you and John to say goodbye. And all of this is alleged. Maybe it's time for you to take a break. Maybe it's just not a good fit because something is definitely going on with you, Shannon, and it's been going on for quite some time. And I don't care how many crystals or how many acupuncture appointments you set, sweetheart, that is not getting the job done. What are your thoughts about this, y'all? Do you even care? Do you watch The Real Housewives of Orange County? But let's take a look at some of the damage that she reportedly did when she crashed into that house. All right, so what we're looking at is the alleged scene following Shannon's hit and run. Now, I don't see folks, we got to say alleged, but I don't see nobody coming out, breaking up their own cement and crashing into their own home just to falsify or blame Shannon for something she did not do. But this is her alleged SUV pulling off. This lady makes a U-turn, turn back down the road in the neighborhood, parks the car in the middle of the road and pretend that she's going on the walk with the dog. And this looks like private, not even private. These are just comments on social media. Someone says, "Did you talk to her at all?" The person responds, "No, she drove off. We didn't find out it was her until the next day when the neighbor told us, and he heard her yelling, arguing at John's house." That was a lot of arguing. You must have been yelling really, really loud. If the neighbors heard you arguing at John's house. And somebody else goes on to say the fact that she drove off is even more disgraceful, drunk and scared. But damn, she's a 50-something-year-old woman. No excuses. She took the keys. Wow. This is a lot, Shannon. This is the last page where they said, "This unfortunately is real. I called 911 and was inside the home. The police have security camera footage from the house across the street." Someone else responds, "I believe you. I usually stress that it's alleged for legal reasons. Thank you for your service and sharing these photos." Yes, I understand that. What are your thoughts, you guys? Could this be the end of Shannon Beador? Is this something that could be repaired? Is it something that you feel like she can overcome? Or is this just too damn much? Let's take it to the chat.